All right, so here's some more updates. I feel like we're getting closer and closer. So this first page, I think that we want to. So if we put here, if this button is going to go to the audience selector, I guess it's going to be like, work with Ty, right? I think this button should just be like work with Ty and send them to the work with Ty page. Because a part of me wanted to have this audience selector here as they go down. Um, but I also see this audience selector being in the work with Ty page as well. Um, so yeah, so that could bring them there. We move the so after they get to know a brief understanding about healing the world and all of that, I want them to like go to the mission. So next should be the mission. It can be this page, right? It should move up to right after right here. And we're gonna have a video that speaks a little bit about the mission. I want a mission to heal the world, 10 to 15 years, be no more war, crime, racism. We'll get it edited so I can have some visuals to that. This button, so discover more. Um, we're bringing them to the About Ty, because here we're gonna put about the mission, where we'll be able to go deeper into the mission. So if we have that mission up there, then we'll have this ecosystem below that. Because the ecosystem, I'm going to ask them, the ecosystem analogy is basically when people come into this ecosystem first, not really knowing what parts are, not having any awareness, right? So the human race right now is unaware of parts. So they're in the unaware phase. If you came to my website, you most likely are in some awareness. You either spoke to me, something brought you to my site, so you have an awareness. And we want to move you from awareness to experience, meaning you want to be able to experience your parts, experience self. So the next after this would be maybe it'll say into the ecosystem. The copy will bring them to into the ecosystem, which will bring them to the about the mission page. And which will have, so right underneath about me, next will be about the mission. Yeah, next will be about the mission. Um, which will be, so mission, so about the mission, right? This, something like this, about the mission. Then is the ecosystem. And then they want to see where are they in the ecosystem. So we'll have something like this, where it will say, where are you? Something like that. Um, yeah, we'll say, where are you? Or what level are you? Something along those lines. Where are you in your internal journey? And it will have three phases. So it will be the awareness phase. So awareness means that you are aware that you have parts. You know what parts are. You've been on the intro to IFS call. You listen to the audio book, right? We're going to have things here that links them to it. They can click on the things. And so if they haven't listened to the audiobook, they can click on that and it'll bring them to the audiobook. If they haven't been on an intro to IFS call, they can click on that. It'll bring them to an intro to IFS call. Um, and then if they did those things already, then the next step would be experience. So you want to experience IFS. So then you want to click on either work with Ty or a meditation. So working with Ty will bring them to the work with Ty page. A meditation will bring them to a listen to Ty speak, which I think maybe we'll put it to like Ty's media because I want to have like some other videos that aren't just me speaking, maybe like tools or podcasts, tools or um yeah, tools. So like meditations, I'm gonna put like one or two meditations in there, like real basic meditations so that they can get to a place of experiencing the parts. And then their lifestyle. So then that's the next phase. You live in this as a lifestyle. Then you want to start to collaborate. So now you want to collaborate. That's going to bring them to like work with Ty places. So we have them there. Um, so that's what this will look like, which means that the first page, the home page will have less on it, right? So this will bring them to working with me, but we already went through all that. I want to confuse myself. All right. Now the about page will have about Ty. Then it will have the mission or about the mission. And we talk about what the mission is, how the mission is, like how we see it happening, maybe even the years, year 1 to 3, gonna do this, this to that, we're gonna do that. And then we discuss the ecosystem, right? The ecosystem, how you come in, we build things into the ecosystem and you stay here, you bump around, you listen to things multiple times, and then we can ask them where are they? So similar to what we were discussing with the where are you in the ecosystem? We'll have that there as well. Because this page is want to be about Ty, but also about the mission. And maybe we can have a couple of things in there that list what we've done already, people that we collaborated with. So maybe it won't just be about, maybe it'll be named something that's the mission or something along those lines. Uh, and then the work with Ty page. So here you would say, start your journey, and that should bring you to the audience selector. So that'd be like the first thing that pop up. Maybe the audience selector would be next, you know, or maybe we have the collaborations, things that people that I collaborated with, maybe here. But I think the next thing would be audience selector. We'll go here. And then when they select their audience, once they click on the audience selector, then they can say, okay, we're gonna improve the copy on this, but then they'll say whatever they are. So if they say I'm an individual, I want individual programs, then it will bring them to the individual program. So like self-led lifestyle men's group. It'll have something like this. It'll have like maybe a video that shows something, and then like a page like this that kind of goes into what the program offers, you know. Um, and maybe if it has something like this, maybe these would be clickable, or maybe there'll be little videos clickable, and then they open up a video that kind of goes into that a little bit. But it'll have its own thing like this, plus a way for them to kind of taste that program a bit. And each one will have his own thing like that. The Well Dressed Academy will have its own thing. Maybe there's a short video of me, maybe my video that's on the Well Dressed Academy site. Um, and then it'll be like learn more, and then I'll bring them to the Well Dressed Academy site itself. This program, similar to the men's program, it will have these things, plus a button that goes into how that looks. Um, you want me getting into speaking. Here's a click this, and it'll bring you to me speaking, a little brief video of me speaking. And the same with everything else. The program structure, we won't have that. We will have this instead that goes into how the programs are structured. Each one of them have that. And yeah, and I feel like that'll be that for that. Um, the listing when Todd speak will be like, we can put that, or we could put Todd's media, or we could just put media, something that speaks to more than just Todd speaking. Um, so we will have like videos. Maybe it'll have like maybe it'll still say listen to Ty speak, and it'll have like sections of me speaking on podcasts. Maybe it'll have, tools. Then we have like the U-turn video or part map video or yeah, part map or meditation, you know. And that'll be for that. And then connecting with Ty will be if they want to, so let's say if they want to work with me for workshop or whatever the case, they'll have a button with that. It'll be the same if people was to click on work with Ty and they wanted to do a speaking engagement with me, it'll bring them here or page like this, and they would just put their information in to connect with me. Um, so I think that's it for now. Yeah, that's it for now. I hope that it's not too, well, I guess I also want to have spaces somewhere where people can have little quotes about their experiences, like like how this title is, and we put like little quotes about what people have said about these different areas. So if they like a work with Ty and the guys who work with me will have a quote about this training, you know, if they want individual sessions or whatever, like whatever it is they have, we'll have spaces for little quotes that people have said so that it shows or it feels like people have engaged with us already. Here's what they saying when they engage with us. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, all of this will go inside this area here, listening to ties. Um, and the mission meter that will go in about tie, where we speak about the mission, where we are in the mission. I know we had that button that showed like how many people have been impacted and affected. I'm not sure. I like that. I like the progress report. I'm just not sure what to put on it at the moment. I mean, there's many numbers I can select, people that I've coached directly as far as men, it's 4,000. Um, Schools that we're in at the moment, we can put in a number for that. Organizations we've partnered with, we can put a number for that. Um, Maybe. For now, we can just make those changes. All right. I think we all set. Yeah, I think we're all set. Thanks.